Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers alike. Every reading on this channel is a different experience and they're timeless. So if you're new here, feel free to scroll through. It doesn't matter if a reading is years old. I mean, if it's standing out to you, you are never guided anywhere for no reason. And I do believe that in terms of being here in the first place. So if you're here, there's something here for you. Also, I'm a no tools reader by nature. So my process is a little different than what you may see on YouTube. Sometimes I go straight to the cards, but a lot of times my main ability is channeling, which is the process of picking up on energy, connecting with angels, interdimensional beings, and such of the light, just to be very clear. You know, I'm going to point this out there actually before I even go into the message. You guys need to be careful, okay? You need to be, not to be one of those, you know, obviously this is what I do for a living, so I'm not against it, obviously, but you actually, but there are too many people picking up tarot cards without being well versed in spirituality, and whatever that means to you, spirituality, okay? Whether through reading the Bible, whatever religion you are, just, you know, there's an understanding that there is dark and light, okay? I feel in every religion. But when it comes to divination, that exists too. You need to really be mindful when you pick up a tarot deck of making sure that you do some rituals before to cleanse your energy and protect your space. You may not see me do this on camera, okay? But I do it before every single reading, and after every reading I cleanse my energy again, okay? Because there are demons that will pretend to be beings of the light giving you messages, and I see it all over YouTube. I can just tell by the title of some people's videos. I'm just like, that person is a dark. I've seen it. I've commented. I've talked about that on this channel a lot of times. Like, if you see that somebody's videos are constantly some crazy ish, like some crazy-ish, like somebody has plotting to hurt you, like, you know, if something like that comes out once in a blue, then you can be like, okay, well, something's coming out once in a blue. But if you see that every single video is dark, they're connecting to a dark entity. And I want to make sure that you know that you need to protect yourself from that too. They exist. They roam around. What do? They roam around Earth trying to find somebody to gain possession over. Start filling your head with things and lead you down the wrong path. How do you know? First of all, well, it's like, for me it's natural, right? Because this is something that I was born with, so I can just sense when something's heavy, something's off. But to sit here and just tell you, oh, you just feel it, that would be terrible advice, because not everybody knows what to look out for. But usually it comes with symptoms like headaches, dizziness, uneasiness. But what you can do to just make sure to protect yourself is make sure to light a white candle, get some sage, Palo Santo, and pray. Pray on top of all of the cards, everything that you use for divination, before and after. Ask God and the angels to come and protect your space, your energy, and not allow anything of lower vibrations, of lower entities, to be attracted to this space. They are not welcome here. Only beings from the light are allowed in this space. Just by saying that, just by making sure that that is your intention. Another thing that you can do is play Gregorian chants. It works. Demons can't stand Gregorian chants. And I'm sorry if this sounds like I'm rambling. Every single reading is an intuitive exercise, right? So I'm picking up on somebody's energy. This is a two-way street. But it's also channeling. So even though like it starts off as a intro, I'm already connected from the moment I hit record. So anything that starts pouring out of my mouth, it's like something is telling me to, obviously angels, because that's who's, I had the intention on communicating with them today. That's who's sharing this. It's for a reason. So this is part of the reading. But don't click off like, God, she talks so much. This is part of the reading. It's important. This is what they want you to know. It's for a reason. Maybe you need it. Do it before you even watch a reading, please. Do it before. I promise you, if you do this, if you say that intention, if you do everything I just said before you click on a reading, you will start to feel sick. You will start to notice. They will make sure you know. When I say they, I mean the angels and beings of the light, that you're not supposed to be listening to something. Okay? Seriously. Gregorian chants. Like the stuff they play in church. It doesn't matter if you're not Christian. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about just the frequency of Gregorian chants. And that's actually written in the Bible. Okay? They're used for a reason. The sound, the frequency that sound of the singing and emits, and the repetition, demons cannot stand it. It repels them. So maybe there's something here about having to clear your space. I'm just, and I know you know it, but there's a reminder about. You need a reminder of it. There's ants all over my table. Geez, sorry. If you see little friends, I've been dealing with this. Well, I feel like I'm always going to deal with it. I live in the Dominican Republic, for crying out loud. Like, they're everywhere. It's just like, if you're in South Florida, then you know what I mean. We're living the same life out here. Except we don't have gators. Except we don't have gators. But everything else, they're out here. The Gregorian chants. If they're here, if they're sharing this, and you need to cleanse your space, you know what you can do, and it's not just for the reading, but just your life in general, in case sometimes you could just connect with somebody that has a dark entity. And like I said, they roam around Earth trying to find the next being to possess. That's their job. In the same way that God has angels roaming around Earth to protect you, the devil has demons roaming around Earth to control us, and the light always wins, but those demons have done a great job. I mean, just look at the planet. They literally rule us, and the only people they don't rule are the people that accept the light into their life consciously. That's the trick. The devil and the demon's job, what they do is try to make you unconscious to their existence. So therefore, you can't call or do any of the things that I'm telling you to do to repel them. All right? Play Gregorian chants in your house for a whole day. You could do, if you can't stand it, because trust me, I'm trying to listen to some music. I'm trying to dance in my house. Party time. I'm one of those people. I'm playing music when I cook. I'm playing music when I clean. I'm playing music when I'm bathing, showering, taking, all that. I'm not trying to listen to Gregorian chants all day. I feel you. But you don't have to hear it. You could have it on a speaker, like connected to another device, not your phone. So you could use your phone, connect it to your iPad or something, or just something. Just find a way to play it. And put it on a speaker, on a Bluetooth speaker, or from the same device, very low. So you don't hear it, but it's playing. That's enough to cleanse your area. That's enough to repel them. It doesn't matter. The frequency is still being emitted. Okay? Listen, that was 9 minutes, but there must be somebody here with some funky energy. There must be someone here with some funky energy, because they don't do that for no reason. Do you want to tell me more about that? Tell me more about, look, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is there's some kind of ending, some kind of backstabbing, feelings of betrayal. But when something happened, maybe that got you in your head for a little bit, right? Maybe you had some kind of tower moment, some kind of sudden endings, kind of sudden event. But guess what happens when that happens, right? By default, our energy, our frequency drops. And that's when the demons start to roll. I'm like, oh, she's losing hope, or he's losing hope, or he's, they're hurt. They're just finding one little moment of weakness. No. To 10 of Wands, to increase the burden on you. To increase the burden on you. What is going on? Death. Listen, I don't know what happened here, but there's some kind of an ending that is happening or to happen. I'm not saying not every reading has to be about love. Remember, every reading is an intuitive exercise. I could be talking about love the entire time, but if you know that this energy relates to you in regards to a job or something, or aspects of yourself, or even, you know, your shadow, or if it relates to your family, career, you can take it and change that energy to mean something for you in that way. But this combination here, sweetheart, we have the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the Tower, and the Death card. Okay? That's an ending. If I've ever seen one. Something suddenly ending, something suddenly changing that makes you feel like you gotta walk away from something or a place. I always say this looks like the Oregon Trail. I'm a 90s kid. Did you guys have computer class in public school in the United States? Did you do that? In New York, we did that. I remember that. We used to play that in New York City. The Oregon Trail. I don't remember playing it when I moved to New Jersey. But I do remember playing it in New York City. Or was it? Or both. That game on like the old school computers, like the IBM computers, the gray ones back in the 90s. In order to learn about the Oregon Trail, we had to play, and we used to play that all the time. Anyways, it just always reminds me because they had like the little wagon and pixelated images. Anyway, sorry. This is not a laughing matter, but I'm in a good energy today. Listen, I just feel like there was definitely some kind of ending here that left you burdened, or at least you feel that something happened suddenly. You have to leave someplace suddenly, something, okay? But this comes with a transformation. This doesn't, that's what I'm getting, because the 10 of Swords is usually, in the traditional tarot, shows somebody backstabbed, pinned down, bleeding out, like it's a painful death, right? Painful ending. But here, she looks free. She looks freed. She's actually looking out to the horizon, like, even though this happened, I'm barefoot, I don't even have shoes, but I feel like I'm about to have a new lease on life. I have a lot of burden right now. 10 of Wands means you have the weight of the world on your shoulder, but you're going somewhere. Okay? You're going somewhere. This is the same woman. She has a jacket on here, but she still has that same flowy dress. She found boots. She has her luggage with her sticks in it. The luggage doesn't have wheels, so she has to carry that. It's really heavy. But she has this, is that a buffalo? Yeah, carrying all her stuff. And that's one hell of a mountain, but she's climbing it, you know? So some kind of ending happens suddenly. The Divine wants you to know, or will, know whatever leaves your life right now, it's to make you stronger. Because listen, if you go through some kind of experience where you have to trek like that, pack all your stuff, leave, whatever, and it happens suddenly, but you make it, guess what? You just made friends with an aspect of yourself that you didn't know existed. You made friends with that part of yourself that has that strength, that grit, that you had no reason to tap in, that, you know, to tap into and connect with before, because you were just so stuck in whatever you were stuck in. And it gives you, it makes you stronger for the future. It shows you what you're made of. It allows space for this old thing to die and something new to be reborn. And they're keeping this open-ended. Remember, this is an intuitive exercise. They are saying to me that this relates to a lot of things. Some of you, it's aspects of yourself, your personality, things you've gone through, trauma, whatever. Some of you, it's a relationship. Some of you, you lost a job or you're going to. Some of you literally got kicked out of a home or lost your home or something. But I'm telling you, in this ending, there is a light to a new life. And you're being led there. Okay? This is the prettiest tower card I have ever seen. The tower card usually shows a building on fire, people dying, people jumping out the windows. But this one, it's butterflies, lightning. I mean, it's tough, but it's pretty. It just looks like nature. It just reminds us of, what the universe is capable of, what the earth is capable of, what nature is capable of. Don't give up. This is a message of don't give up. They want me, look, the star. Okay, I don't know what this is about. But for me to get the tower again, shit. Something's about to be blasted, like on blast. Something's about to be exploded for you to learn a lesson and for you to go down another path. The Wheel of Fortune is sudden events. The Tower twice is wholly sudden events, okay? Like everything happening all at once. The Wheel of Fortune is also karma, karmic lesson, and the Star card is hope, healing, faith. And it's just so much hope, so much angelic guidance. Like, it's not even funny. Cleansing. So, it's like, be prepared because God and the universe is about to destroy some things in your life in a way that you might not be prepared of, or if it didn't already happen. It's because you gotta go. Because you have to go down this divine path. You have to see the light. Whether it's you losing things, endings, that people being ripped away from you, things not going as you wanted. The divine's like, we're doing this on purpose because we want you to be cleansed and we want you to see the light. We want you to see the light. Remember that we started this reading with this huge message about dark entities. You know what I'm getting? For a lot of you, you have dark entities attached to you since childhood. For a very long time. They're not even yours. That can happen. Ancestral karma. And you're replaying. Those demons are still in you. So you are replaying patterns from your ancestors, things that they've gone through in your today life. And they're like, honey, it's time to go push through and have something else and have a different life, a different outlook, a different pattern. Everybody in your family was divorced. You need to get married. Not be afraid of it. Everybody in your family you notice did drugs. You need to be the person to go get clean and not do that. Everybody in your family has some kind of a victim mentality. You do too. You need to go to therapy, get that checked out. You grew up in a house of narcissists and they're narcissists because of their abuse and their abuse. You need to stop replaying the same fucking patterns. Excuse my language. That's what's going on here. I'm getting and these are all demons. People that have narcissism and all these, and a lot of psychiatric conditions and stuff are actually demonic entities. They're possessions. They are. And they infect your bloodline. This is one hell of an abstract but yet direct reading. But hey, sometimes whenever the angels are present, these are the kind of things they share. That's what they wanted to share today. You don't even realize how embedded that is in your DNA. Like, you are coded to play out the same things that played out with people you don't even know. Let's say you have a great-great-grandfather that was betrayed, and then he did something crazy. He became violent. You don't even notice that those kind of I don't know where that example came from, but it came from somewhere. Or if there was a history of abuse, sexual abuse, whatever the case may be, you don't even notice how embedded that is in your DNA, and how you start attracting those situations not just for yourself but for your kids. It keeps playing out. You need to that demon, because that demon's like, we got a hold of this family line and we're gonna keep living. This is a call to find spirituality. There's an awakening needed here. You need to get in touch with your spiritual side. That's crazy, right? Because you would think whoever is watching here is in touch with their spiritual side. Not all the time. Some of you are not connected to your spiritual side at all. You're just watching tarot from a low vibration. And I never talk about church so much and religion and stuff, but I'm getting a call for someone to maybe start reading the Bible and just see what it's about. Read it from a theology standpoint, like just to see what it says. That's how I started it, right? I read the Bible a lot of times. I read it like a book. And I am very much so Christian. Okay, I don't subscribe to a lot of the corruption, but there's corruption in everything, that's the thing. But when you read it, you understand it. And it is just a gateway to connect you to something higher that will guide you down the right path. Believe me, everything in society right now is pushing you to think that it's stupid. To think that religion is stupid, to think that it's completely corrupt, to think that it's that it's some bullshit, that religion's not important, that organized religion is bullshit, whatever. You know why that is? Well, because the less spiritual you are, the less connected you are to yourself and God, and the more the media and society can control you. It's obvious if you look out in media that the devil is not even trying to hide anymore. Okay. You might be somebody that has people in your family that are like religious or very spiritual, and like somehow you're not. Because the person maybe you're divorced. Maybe the family you didn't grow up with is very spiritually inclined, and the family you did grow up with is completely possessed by demons and abusive, or to drugs and alcohol and stuff. So you grew up like that. Even though you might not do drugs and alcohol, you might be completely disconnected from yourself. I'm getting so many timelines and scenarios. I'm picking up on so much energy right now. It's crazy. Whatever the case may be, you need to raise your consciousness in that. There's no other way to raise your consciousness than becoming spiritually aware. Okay? Start to pray. If you find yourself in a place where you realize you never pray, you never feel like it's necessary to pray, you can literally say, I don't remember the last time I prayed is, then you can guarantee you have a demonic possession. Because whatever it is that's attached to you, that's ruining your life and making things very difficult for you, is also making sure that you don't think it's important to connect to God, which is ultimately yourself. Consciousness, to your consciousness, to you. It's the only truth that you have. I didn't expect this kind of reading, but it's something like that. You are being guided. The divine is causing all sorts of chaos, or is about to, for you to expand your consciousness. And the 10 of Swords again, man. What the hell is this? And then we have the Hierophant, which is spiritually awakening. Now remember, this could be, I'm talking about you. It could be someone in your life that's going through the same thing. It's in your energy one way or another, whether it's you or someone else or both. Could be somebody in your life that's experiencing this, you know? Honestly. But there's something here for everybody. These cards, you can't deny it because look at them. And like, look, they just keep coming out like this. The Ten of Swords is endings, final closure. Endings, final closure. The Five of Cups says loss, leaving, sorrow. So there's some kind of melancholy. Something sad's about to happen. You're about to lose something, or somebody lost something. There's some kind of, or if you just feel dissatisfied in your life, again, that's because you have some kind of possession, or somebody did. That you're dealing with. You take it as it resonates, but look within yourself. I like to take readings, you know, as a way for you to look within yourself. If you get to this place where you feel complete sorrow and loss, you know, losing things, it's because you're so disconnected from yourself that you're getting pleasure from things outside of you because of how disconnected you are. You need a cleansing. Listen, when I get the Ten of Swords twice, the Tower twice, I don't know what this is about. But this is the dark night of the soul. Because amongst this, though, there's the message that angels are with you. The Hierophant says ritual, ceremony, tradition, structure, knowledge, wisdom, teacher. The Hierophant is the card of religious institutions, of wisdom, of healing, of everything that I just said, ceremonies, knowledge, wisdom. Something's, I'm going to keep it real. Something bad's about to happen, or has happened, or is to someone. But it's going to connect you to your strength. I got to keep it real. I mean, because I'm seeing it. Yeah, we just got the World card. And I had to stop the video and then piece it back together. Because the World card in this video, in this deck, this one came out, shows animated breasts. Look how innocent this is. And last time I left it on the table, I got demonetized. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to put like stickers on it. But I don't want to ruin my cards either. If I can find a sticker that won't destroy the paper of the actual card, because I connect with my decks and I collect them also like art. I want to just destroy them. Tell me more information. What's ending here? What I was saying was this might be a situation where you're finally cutting off family, or there's family that you cut off. I'm getting for some of you, it's like maybe you cut off a family member or somebody romantically a while ago. And it's time that even though this is a big burden for you, maybe they reached out, they're urging you to have a conversation with this person. You need to reconnect with someone instead of burying it deep. Maybe you haven't talked to your mother or your father in a very long time. You cut them off because they hurt you, they didn't show up, they abandoned you, they were whatever the hell they were. But that lack of forgiveness is also affecting you. It's attracting their demons into your life and you're replaying it. You're actually feeding into it. You think you're protecting yourself, but you're not. I'm a medium, right? So there might be things that you don't see in the cards because I don't read them like a book. You know, I don't read them like a book. So I'm seeing it even though it's not on the table. You know how I'm seeing it, and I'll confirm it. They just showed me the Page of Swords, which is Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, like someone reaching out, and anxiety over it, which is some kind of Nine of Swords energy. Literally, told you. They don't play on this channel. Son of Swords is the Page of Swords, which is the communication. That's how they're like, just if you want to confirm it that way. Because I have visions. Hold on. What the hell? Five of Swords. Eight of Cups. Shit, hold on. Excuse my language. No. Okay, when this happens, they want me to get another deck. Do you see what I just did? Everything. This is the Page of Swords, Temperance, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. This is somebody that you feel deceived you. And you walked away from. Left a whole bunch of broken glass. You're going to communicate with this person again. I'm getting this is deeper than a love connection, okay? This could be like family. Because the energy that I'm getting is like, not saying that love connections aren't serious. And it doesn't have to be for everyone, but I'm getting like this is something like ancestral. They want you to keep your balance when you communicate with this person, because you're going to want to one-up them. You're going to want to, there's a lot of, anger towards this person. Internalized. Saw the devil popping out? Saw? Keep your strength. And you're very prideful in regards to the situation with this person. Yeah. Eight of Swords, but you know, but you're trapped. It's keeping you trapped. So this is just saying like you think you're doing the right thing, or I cut this person off, I'm not talking to this person or whatever, but you are living with their demons. I don't know who this is for. This sounds like very specific. But the divine wants you, like the World's card came out again because it came out before and I couldn't leave it on the table. They want you to have a new life. Like, you probably can't even, whatever this is affecting your home life. This is affecting your relationship with finances, with yourself, the way you treat other people, not being able to hold relationships. It's affecting everything. And you think that cutting this person off, you know, doing the logical thing is help, but what you're really doing is you're just replaying their karma. You're just replaying everything. There's the Ace of Swords again. And I said I saw the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is about some kind of communication. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell? Hold on, don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. That was a Temperance again. Let's try to come out there. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Whatever this is, it's causing you some kind of like stress. Like, you see how I'm like fumbling? Because you see, but you live in a self-imposed imprisonment of your mind. Like, on the outside, you're not trapped. You're not tied up. Do you see the images? Like, you're not tied up. You look like a normal person out there, but the reflection actually is showing something else. It's showing someone who's closed-minded, has their eyes closed, hands tied. Like, this situation actually traps you. And you're not connecting with people based off this person that's on the outside that looks normal. What you're projecting to people is this reflection. This self-imposed imprisonment of your mind, this prison. And you're hurting other people, and remember, this could be you, or this could be someone that was in your life that did this to you, what's going on with them. You know, you take it as it resonates, but I'm getting it's kind of like a mixed energy. The divine is trying to give you the path to stop, to walk away from. Dude, there's a lot of demons in your ancestral history. And you are, unfortunately, you might not want to admit, because you see yourself as, I am not like them, I'm this person. But you're acting just like them, whoever this is. Remember, I don't know who this is for, but I'm getting the message clearly. This could be someone that you were dealing with that's going through this. I don't know. I'm just channeling, but I'm completely oblivious to this. It's like, you think you're showing up like this, but you're being, even though you cut these people off or whatever the case may be, not necessarily, how you're showing up in relationships and with people is the same way. So wait, so you're not talking to them, you cut them off, or you've healed supposedly, but the way that you're showing up is the same way. You're just as trapped as them. You're reliving everything. Okay, reliving everything. Let's say you have a parent that ended up alone. They're like 90 years old, alone, whatever. Old, alone, lost all their kids. Kids don't talk to them, whatever. You might not realize it, but you might be going down the same path because you're showing up in the same ways. You might have a good relationship with your children now, but in the future, something might happen because of the way you're showing up that you're going to lose your kids too. They're not going to want to talk to you because you're showing up wrong. Because they're going to resent you for something, the way that you're showing up. You think you're doing everything right. No, you're not. I don't know who I'm talking to, and that's just an example. This can relate in so many ways. But there is a call to clear your energy, but there's also a conversation here to be had with this person who you have so much like heartbreak with. Look, told you. Someone that you suppress a lot, but causes a lot of conflict in your life. 3 of Swords, heartbreak. 2 of Swords, blockage. 5 of Wands, conflict. Someone that's caused a lot of conflict in your life, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of internal wounding, a lot of bad patterns in you. This, honestly, I'm getting a lot of parent vibes. And you think you're fine, you think you're strong, but you're showing up just like this person showed up to you, for you. That's how you show up for other people. You swear you don't. That might be an example of it. Or whenever things get tough, you are acting the way they did. Or their demons just have really infected your subconscious mind to the point where you're manifesting not to your potential. Feelings of unworthiness, feelings of lack. You feel like you got to control people, control situations, control things. Why? Because you were neglected, because people abandoned you. So you don't see how that's a lose-lose. You're hurting other people. You're treating other people like shit. You're also operating from a place of lack. Because why are you doing that? Because you don't feel worthy enough to keep people just from being yourself? This might be someone else dealing with it. This is just an example, and no one's shaming you. It's just, you might. But this is someone that there's been some kind of avoidance of this dealing with this ancestral karma. And I'm telling you, it's ancestral. This has been going on for generations, because that tree here with this heartbreak reminds me of that. This heart is hung by this tree. When I think of a tree, I think of a family tree, but that tree looks terrible, you know? And every generation, someone has tried to get out of the entanglements, but nobody's fully making it. Even the people that you think are making it are not making it. You could have a sibling that has done great financially, not doing drugs. They're happy. They look great. They're wonderful. They're accomplishing their career. So you're like, look, it didn't affect them. Yeah, but they're divorced. They can't find a mate, or they're unhappy, or they have depression. It's affecting everybody. It doesn't matter how much you try to keep it together. That's what they're saying here. But anyway, there's going to be some kind of situation to have a conversation with this person. You need to not avoid it. You need to have it. You need to not. You don't have to allow people in your life, like you don't have to, I'm not saying, let's say you had a parent that sexually abused you, God forbid, no one can tell you to have to talk to this person or have this person in your life. But for some people that it's nothing that's going to cause you like extreme PTSD, whatever it is, you still have to do something to deal with the pains of that. But I'm getting, for some of you, this is someone that you could actually have a conversation with. You need to open space for it. Right? Because your subconscious mind is being infected. And this is just a reminder that you are replaying the very things that hurt you to other people, okay? And it's affecting, like I said, it's affecting your love life, and only then will you be able to have a healthy relationship. 10 of Cups, there it is, brand new beginning. The divine, after all of this mess, how do we end up in this beautiful combination here? How? Because that's what it's about. It's about you losing relationships. Oh, it's about, look, 6 of Cups. I told you, 9 of Swords. This is absolutely about someone not wanting to deal with things from their childhood. There's a 6 of Cups. So this 6 of Cups, which means reconciliation with someone from the past. It also means childhood, people you've known since childhood, etc. And the 9 of Swords, which I channeled, is anxiety, right? But this card here shows his inner child. It shows him right there, an image of him as a child. You got to go all the way back into your childhood. Deal with the things you don't want to deal with that cause internal anxiety. Even if, like I said, look at this 8 of Swords. I don't have anxiety. This doesn't affect me. You look perfect, right? And look at the reflection, though. Look at it. Look at your life around you. Does it look like everything is perfect? No, it's not, right? Deal with it, because the divine is trying to set you up with somebody, right? You're supposed to, and you might actually, this might be about reconciliation with someone from the past for some of you. Right? A relationship that wasn't, you know, maybe you need to make amends with somebody, you know, and have a new beginning. It's because you treated some people poorly, or some people treated, or maybe this is someone that's, you know, something that somebody dealt with that, and then they're going to want to talk to you. Maybe they're experiencing this, you know, and that's what's going on. 100%. Either way, even if it's someone new, I really don't know. This ends in a new beginning and a happy relationship. But the divine is someone's about to show up to have a conversation with you that you might not want to talk to. The hell? And somehow this allows you to walk away from the situation and be able to offer or receive an offer of love and stability. Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Wow, I'm gonna leave it here, but I'm gonna read 2 from here. I use this as divination. Remember the Gregorian chant, white candle, sage, Palo Santo. Please light some. Please pray. Pray. Look! Told you. Pray. I said pray, pray, pray. 156. Work with your angelic teammates. We angels hear and appreciate your every prayer. You cannot. I'm speechless. 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 I mean, they always do this, but I'm still human, so I react. Like, the presence, it makes me almost want to cry. Because, like, I know they're here. I connect with them. I hear them. I see them. I have my whole life. But it's so hard for people to believe this, you know? Like, even if I know, like, you're here, but it's, especially someone that's gone through this. Like, this whole situation makes me want to cry. Because it's like, whoever this is very disconnected from their spirituality. Or, like, feels like this is bullshit. Or, you know, yeah, whatever, angels don't exist. You know, there's just like and it comes from a place of, maybe they were raised by people that they themselves, like, didn't have much faith in themselves even because of whatever they've gone through, or they saw the dark side of humans, whatever. But I know, and there's a need for spirituality in your life. But it's just so touching when they make it obvious. Like, when they really show up like this. Because, okay, so this book, there's 365 of them, right? Value yourself. He saw pray again. Enjoy true safety. Say goodbye to guilt. Be gentle with yourself, and all of those. Find light in darkness. Extend kindness. But this one specifically is talking about calling your angelic team and praying. Yep. Wow. Okay. 156. Work with your angelic teammates. We angels hear and appreciate your every prayer, as each one is an invitation to become more involved with your life. Even that sentence alone, that's what it was about. They want to, they need to be invited. Whoever this is has serious demons. You don't even notice they run your life. You're not even a Satanist, but Satan is the one in your home. Maybe if I say it like that, it sounds harsher so you understand. Because of your ancestral karma, it's Satan that's in your home. We angels hear and appreciate your every prayer, as each one is an invitation to become more involved with your life. The moment that you request our help, we take action, often behind the scenes, where you're not consciously aware of your words manifesting into form. Today, we'd like to bring your attention to the topic of teamwork. To understand this discussion, think of the analogy of a sports team. In basketball, if you love basketball, notice, by the way, side note, I'm sorry, I'm going to reread it, but sometimes, if there's an image here or something that they say here that's like an omen for you, that stands out to you, then they do things like that more to confirm, that this is for you, little things like that. In basketball, the ball is thrown from player to player according to which person is closest to the net, who has a clear shot, or who specializes in a certain move. When you pray, you make the first pass of the ball, and we always catch it. As we work on what you've asked for, we throw the ball back and forth between the spiritual and physical dimensions. It's always in motion, coming ever closer to the basket, which you're standing next to. And when the prayer is manifest, we give the ball to you so that you can sink it into the net. If you refuse to catch it because of fears that you don't deserve it, can't handle success, or any other insecurities, then the ball drops. We hope that this will help you understand the manifestation of prayers. We're a team, and we depend on you to throw us the ball to initiate each session and catch it in the end for the win. If you're aware of resistance within yourself, we'll help you open up to receive. You have to be open. You got to be open to receive. Did you hear that? That's me. I'm talking. I'm not reading right now. Somebody's not actually open to receive, so you're not connecting, right? With great compassion and love, we ask you to let us assist you more often. We love you. Thought for today. I drop any resistance I may have to receiving, allowing my prayers to be answered. It is safe for me to be happy. Now, don't confuse this, okay? This is the problem, is that somebody that has this level of demons or darkness and things inside, everything that we talked about, ancestral karma, pain from their mother, their father, or whatever, wonder why things aren't manifesting. You know why? Because if you have these kind of demons, by default, you live in a place, you operate from shame, fear, and control, right? So when you're trying to manifest something just based off I want it, out of control, you're dropping the ball because you're missing the point. You can't just say, pray for something to manifest. I want this person just because you want it. You also have to connect with them, but you have to be, that's why they're saying you got to be spiritually open, because they want you to understand, they want you to come from a spiritual place. Why do you want the things that you want in the first place? And if you notice that the reason that you want something is because of validation, or because of your fears, of fear of abandonment, and that's why you want this, or whatever, or because you want more power, or you want more fame, you want this money so people could look at you, you want a new car because you want people to see that you're successful. If those are the reasons, it's not that they're not helping you. So don't give up on praying. So they want you to Get rid of your demons first. They have to fight that battle before they can help you. They got to fight the demons off of you before they can help you manifest what you want. Because they want you to learn to manifest things just like from a pure place. They don't want you to feel the need to manifest things from that place. I'm missing the point. A lot of people that battle like narcissistic traits have issues with this. That comes from pain. I didn't say a narcissist. You can have, if you're on the extreme end, like you're gone. It's like if you die, you already went to hell. You're gone. But you can have narcissistic traits and not like, and still have hope. Traits and not have MPD. It's possible through spirituality. Hope it made sense. I'm gonna get one more. But there's an omen again. There's still like something shocking happening here right now. Like a conversation, maybe a parent, a family member, someone you haven't talked to in forever. It's gonna trigger a lot of shit. Take it as an opportunity. Listen to everything they said today. It wasn't me speaking. It was them. Okay? Open your arms to receive and set down your burdens. I told you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Over and over again. 159, 160. Set down your burdens. Set down the weight of your burdens, beloved one, and give every care and worry to God. There's no need for you to struggle with fears when so much support is available to you. Let the divine take care of any concerns today. Inhale deeply as you exhale. Give your troubles to God, whose infinite loving wisdom will unravel any obligations and replace pain with peace. Release tension and allow heaven to do what it's best to do, what it does best. Love you. Thought for today. I now give any cares or worries to God, and I breathe a sigh of relief knowing that I don't have to handle anything alone. I have constant support in every part of my life, for God loves me. It is safe for me to be helped. You know that being closed off to spirituality, not praying, and allowing these demons to overtake you are a representation of your childhood, right? Because let me read this. I have constant support in every part of my life, for God loves me. It's safe for me to be helped. There's a feeling, there was a point in your life that you did not feel safe being helped. You didn't trust that you were going to be helped. You didn't trust that your support system was going to be there. You didn't trust that you weren't going to be neglected, or that your parent wasn't going to be on drugs or alcohol, or that they weren't going to care or abandon you, or you did not feel safe being helped, or there was somebody that would help you only to then rub it in your face. Maybe you had parents like that, whatever the case may be. But the thing is that if you don't set down those burdens, if you don't take the steps to handle that, you don't feel safe being helped in general. You end up isolating yourself in your life. You end up single. You end up not being able to hold on to relationships. You don't feel safe being helped. You don't pray to God. You don't even feel safe with God. You don't believe that there's help. You don't even pray. You don't have faith in anything. Like, you have faith, oh yeah, no, I have faith that this will work out for me, but not from a true, like, a spiritual place. Like, you don't like close your eyes and believe that, like, I'm praying to God and angels, they're gonna be here, come, And maybe you only accept help, but you expect help. There's a difference between being open to receive and feeling like it's safe for you to actually be helped versus expecting help. That's where, like, the narcissistic traits come in, right? So maybe you're maybe this is somebody that, like, you expect help from a place of lack. That's actually a thing, right? Like, so if you grew up in an environment like that, you'll date people watching what they're doing to help you. Like, how helpful are they in your life? Like, are they helping me do the groceries? Are they helping me? And then you associate that with a sign of love. Like, if they love you or not. That's not it either. Okay? that's not it either. That's coming from the wrong place. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, again, pray and they will lead you in the right direction. And stop thinking that the Bible is corny. Like, read it, man. Look into it. Read things that are going to open your, raise your consciousness, open your awareness to things. If it's not that, then it's self-help books or whatever. 160, open your arms to receive. The universe is constantly giving to you in ways both small and large. When someone offers to assist you, buys you lunch, or hands you a gift, open your arms to receive. I'm getting like whoever this is doesn't trust that. Okay, son. The more you say yes to blessings, the more universal energy freely flows to you and through you. When you push away preferred help, you close the door to this abundance. And today, open your arms to welcome any gifts that come your way and say yes to the universal flow. Allow yourself to be helped, loved, and pampered. Let yourself receive. I accept the blessings that life offers. It's safe for me to receive. I open my arms fully to welcome the universe gifts of love. Okay? But there's a difference. I'm going to repeat. I don't know why they need me to repeat this. There's a difference between allowing yourself to be helped, loved, and pampered and allowing yourself to receive love and like coming from a place of fear and control, like of like sitting and like watching how people are going to do, like, so you could have the same purpose, the same person that's trying to love and pamper you, right? But if you're there connecting with them emotionally and allowing yourself to receive freely, allowing yourself to like let them love you and you actually love them back, you're going to grow something beautiful. If you see that this person is putting effort towards you like that in the first place, then something beautiful is going to grow. Because they were putting the effort for you in the first place. But if your own shame and your own fear and your own is what drives you, and instead you have that same person loving you, giving you, and trying to pamper you and stuff, but you're sitting in a place of not connecting with them, and instead watching what they're doing, which actually comes from a place of like fear, because you don't trust it. You fear it's not gonna last. You fear that it's not even like genuine. You use it as a way to measure love because you're not used to people just loving you. When you come from that place, they're still doing the things that they're doing to love and pamper you, right? But you're also projecting onto them all of your feelings, and it makes them resent you and get angry and causes very negative feelings because you're not actually receiving it appropriately. You're not actually receiving and giving. And that causes pain. And then nothing grows. You can have the same person that's willing to grow with you, and you won't grow anything. You'll break them. You'll break their soul. You hurt them. And you end up reliving your ancestral patterns. Do you understand that? And it's a shame. And if they have dark ancestral patterns, you bring it out you bring that out in them. Instead of being like, I see that this person really, really loves me and really tries. Let's plant some grass seeds here. Maybe we'll grow something. Instead of calling out their demons. There's no awful feeling, somebody like trying to love you and then like feeling that energy of like block and like persecution. It's so painful. I've dealt with people like that. That is so painful. It brings out the worst in me. But I know better not to. Like, I can see it now. I have compassion. I can see it. I know not to allow myself to be in situations like that with people that are like blocked off like that, because it brings out my pain of connecting with people that don't receive because they can't. That brings out a lot of pain in me that I don't need to be feeling, you know? That is better for me not to feel, you know? I grew up feeling awkward going to CVS and getting like Father's Day cards. Like I felt awkward. Like I felt like I didn't want to get one. Like, you know, like normal, you would want to like get one and make them happy. I used to feel anxiety giving love to my parent because of how blocked off they were, right? So that's my experience. I don't mind sharing it. So this is kind of like, so if I ever deal with someone, I'm giving you the other flip side that doesn't receive love when I'm trying to give it. It is excruciating. It brings out a demon in me. And I know not to ever put myself in those situations. So I want to remind you, though, that you can, if you are this person, you could connect with someone that doesn't have my history, and you will make them that person anyway. Because I was very little when I experienced that anxiety. So at the very least, whoever you connect with, maybe they won't have the reactions I have because, you know, it triggers something in me, but it will cause some anxiety. It'll make them uneasy. You got to be open to, and it's a demon. You got to be open to give and receive love. I don't know what this is about. And I don't even know if it's you or if it's someone that you're dealing with. But I'm going to repeat. There's a conversation, though, someone's having with someone that they didn't want to deal with. And release the need for approval. I said something about, like, again, seeking things for validation. Things like that. I love and light. This was deep. Love you guys.